Hey there, my name is Julie Fei-Fan Balzer, and I'm a painter, a printmaker, and a collage artist living and working outside of Boston. And I've been using deli paper for at least a decade, maybe longer. Deli paper, in case you don't know, is a translucent food wrap. It's lightly waxed, and so it's super strong, but it does a lot of the same things that tissue paper does. So if wet strength tissue paper is too expensive, or you can't find it near you, deli paper is a great cheap alternative. I do have a video, by the way, on both of them and how they compare. But I have found something super exciting, and that is black deli paper. So we're gonna play around a little bit and see what we can do with black deli paper. So in theory, any opaque paint should work in terms of showing up on the deli paper. So I'm starting with just a plain white paint. And I'm gonna put down a stencil. Here's the deli paper. Whoa. It's better than I expected. Check that out. Pretty cool, right? So let's see if we can pick up what's under the stencil. Well, see, this ripped, so maybe it's not as strong as regular. Oh, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's as strong as regular deli paper. Okay, so the paint dried a little quickly and we didn't get it up, but it still looks really cool on the black. So you know what? Let's try an experiment. This is an interference paint, and interference paints look different on black than they do on white. So let's try to pull this up with this interference paint. See how it goes. Oh, ripped it again. Okay, well, kind of interesting. Not what I expected, but not bad. So let's try the crumple technique. And I'm going to put out a generous amount of paint. And then let's see if we put our crumple in. You can see that interference paint looking very blue there. Crumply dumply. Let's see if we got all those. Oh yeah, all those sexy lines. So here, whoa, that paint that looked just like white going on a dark surface, it appears to be blue, and so it does. And look at all those beautiful crackles too. So the other paint that I thought would be cool on a dark surface is a metallic. So I thought I'd try some gold. And this is another stencil that I designed for the Crafters Workshop. So here you go. There was still some interference paint on the plate, and you can see some evidence of that, but the gold looks fabulous. And I'm thinking of layering the gold onto this one. Okay, so then there's kind of the ghost of the gold on here. So I'm thinking, what if we put down some copper? See if we can get both the gold ghost and the copper to come up. I will say that having the sheets just sort of hanging out, I'm having trouble. My fingers are too big to like pick them up, as opposed to, you know, in the deli paper boxes where they kind of pop up. And if that's the biggest problem, it's not a bad problem to have. Oh yeah, that copper looks amazing. Woof. So shiny and beautiful. Here you go. Copper and gold. Okay, so if it works with any opaque color, which is my belief here, here's some orange paint that I mixed up, which I think I should be able to get a cool print with. That's probably too much paint. So if you're interested in learning more about gelatin printing of all kinds, I have a wonderful online class with more than 200 gelatin printing and bookbinding videos. There are, I think it's either 13 or 14 bookbinding projects where you learn how to make all kinds of different books with your gelatin prints, but the focus is definitely on gelatin printing techniques, including combing, which we're doing right now. Okay, so there's so much paint on this plate, I should definitely get a couple ghosts, which is great. This deli paper is so thin, like I can see through where I did the combing, which is kind of cool. Whoop! Check out that great looking print, right? Really nice. This paint is still wet, I can see that, so it means I probably can just pull the print right now. So while I could spend all day gelatin printing, I think we should glue some of these prints so we get a sense of how the deli paper functions in collage. Ooh, I might like the ghost even better. That's beautiful. Look how good that looks. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with prints on black. Oops. I'm in love with prints on black deli paper. Let's get collaging. I have a piece of 9x12 watercolor paper, some fluid matte medium, a paintbrush, and then of course all the beautiful deli papers that I made. So I thought that I could make maybe the world's simplest collage because I just want to test out how the deli paper collages, basically. Does it collage like regular deli paper or is it different in some way? So we're going to basically take 4, maybe 5 pieces of paper if I'm feeling particularly crazy and just put together a really simple something. This, by the way, is the clean off paper where I was rolling off my brayer and also picking up some of the edges, and it is a pretty cool piece of paper too. So I'm just figuring out what I want in this collage. I will say that this deli paper feels like it rips really easily. I've already managed to rip it a few times. Okay, something like that. Very, very, very simple. So I'm applying some fluid matte medium to my watercolor paper, and I'm just using my brush to brush it out. My brush is a little bit dirty, so there's a little bit of paint in there. Ooh, the paint doesn't seem to be staying. Is this paint? Oh, that is a big problem. That is a big problem. Let's see if it happens with all the paint. The paint doesn't stay on this paper. I'm devastated. Whoa, look at that green paint just coming off everywhere. What? So sad. I mean, I could use a different adhesive or a different method, but it's basically going to be a mess. We'll just finish this up to see if it happens with absolutely all of the paints, which I suspect the answer will be yes, but oh, I'm sad. Sad, sad, sad about this. Well, the orange paint seems to be sticking a little bit better. Let us see how the gold paint does. And the gold paint seems to be staying. So let's see. The green moved. The white moved. There, see? I can get the white off pretty easily. The copper seemed to stay. This orange seemed to stay. Let's throw a little blue in here so we can see what happens. Oh, is the orange moving now? It is. It is. I mean, I can take a baby wipe to the top and like lightly clear off, but it's taking off the paint too. Oh, here I was thinking this was such a great find, and it turns out to not be. It's not a great find. Say Levy. I mean, you can use it as black, like tissue paper, basically, for collage, but it's not going to hold paint the way traditional deli paper does. For a little bit of a comparison, this is traditional deli paper, and I mean, I can put as much medium, water, anything on here, and like, this is not going anywhere. Nothing here is fugitive. It's all very, very, very permanent, right? It's on there. Like, nothing's happening, right? Nothing's going anywhere, no matter how much I work it. And that's just not true with the black, so sad, sad, sad day. Because I am both curious and stubborn, I did some experimenting. I noticed that the ones that had interference paint did not run, and also the ones that had metallic did not run, right? I can take a baby wipe and that gold paint doesn't come off. This copper doesn't move. So, and here's an interference one, and again, it doesn't move, but there's a little bit on the tissue, but it doesn't seem to move the way that I can pretty much erase. Oh, she said looking like a fool. There we go. Oh, I can put a hole in this paper. So definitely tissue paper and not deli paper. But this is interesting. Suddenly, not fugitive. All of my experiments for naught. Maybe it just needed to dry more. Well, anyway, I did an experiment where I took a piece of paper and I cut it into 4 pieces, and then I put gel medium on top of one, interference paint on another, fluid transparent on another, and then fluid glaze. And I thought I would see what happened. These all seem to be doing pretty well. Let's see. So the gel medium doesn't change the image at all. So that is actually a really, really good solution. And then now I'm wondering, was it just time? Did these need to soak in more or something? Where's the original? This is the one that was super fugitive, right? Yes, because that's this and this are the same thing. So let's see. Yeah, still super fugitive, right? Still disappearing. Okay, so good news. I'm not crazy. So I think if you seal the papers, that you can use them without a problem. So since that's my theory, and I know that this is fugitive, I'm going to seal this one with gel medium and then let it dry, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, I just pulled this off the gelatin plate, and you'll notice all these voids. So a bunch of the paint that was on the paper pulled off during the gelatin printing process. So I'm wondering if instead of gelatin printing the gel medium, I should have brayered it on, but then that would have moved it. I don't know. We'll see how this does when it's dry. Okay, this is dry. I've got my baby wipe. Well, sealing it definitely seems to have fixed the problem. I'm getting a little bit of the paper up, but I'll also notice that I'm not ripping through the paper the way that I did on, well, at least one of these. Let's see. I know I ripped through it. There you go. This one, I managed to rip right through it, and that's because this has a layer of acrylic on here now with that layer of gel medium. So I'm thinking that as long as these prints get sealed, then they're okay for collage. So with that theory in mind, let's try this collage again. Deja vu with my dirty brush. So you can see that the sealed version of this black deli paper is collaging exactly as I would expect it to. It's nice and flat. You know, it's the paint is all staying where it's supposed to. Like, everything seems fine. So like deli paper, I am able to sort of pull it up when it's wet and manipulate it without having a big problem. There you go. So here is my incredible work of art, or just a beginning for something, but it's the black deli paper looks great. So the answer is you either have to use like metallics, interference. I found some colors straight out of the bottle worked, or you have to seal it using gel medium or something else to do so. And if you do that, then the black deli paper works. So how exciting is that? And the other thing is just a reminder, like, never be defeated, because I was defeated by it. And then I said, no, I refuse to be, and came back and made something and made it work. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and check out my monthly membership site. It's called myartpractice.com. It's a wonderful art community, and we would love to have you.